You don't have to ask for permission from society, from your friends, from your partner, from your whatever. You don't have to ask permission from anyone but yourself to do whatever you want to do in this lifetime. You don't have that much time. You don't even really know how long you have. So there's no reason to ask everybody else for permission. It's time. I just want to remind you. I mean, you've probably heard this before. It's a very basic thing, but just give yourself permission to do whatever you want. Something I've realized recently, like, it's time to take my power back and be like, if I want to do something, I have the power to do that. And if anyone else doesn't accept it, it's not really my problem to even care about what they think about it. And most people that actually are doing something with their lives are not going to spend more than a few minutes every now and then talking about you or worried about what you're doing. But I get it. If it's a close person to you, it might be difficult. But, it's time to just take our power back, guys. We've been brainwashed as a society to act a certain way. People in certain countries are brainwashed to act a different way or believe in different things than I'm brainwashed to believe in. And people in different regions, even of this country, are brainwashed to believe certain ideas that I'm entrenched in a different society, which the social norms are different. So that is an interesting concept. If you were born in a different country, who would you be? So if you're worried about losing the old you, is it even real? It's just a figment of your imagination. The old you doesn't actually even physically exist. Sure, you can look at your body and be like, yeah, it's the old me still. But internally, you can make the choice to be a completely different person whenever you want. All of your memories, all of the things that old person did, it's not even existing because the only time that exists is the infinite now. So all that stuff in the past didn't even really happen. It did, but it's all happening at the same time anyway. So you could choose to be whoever you wanted. Imagine that the new version of you is from a different country and the societal norms are different here. So you could do whatever you want. Or, maybe not. But you get what I'm saying. Like, just actually realize that your identity is always flexible and it's just kind of a story that you're telling yourself. So just take your power back, man. Let go of the old you that wanted to fit in, that just gave in to everybody else, or whatever it is for you that you realize, wow, I'm still holding on to that part of me for some reason because I believe it is me. It's not even real. And you can do things physically, like maybe work out or grow your hair out like this, to make yourself look physically different so that you are a new version of yourself. Now you don't even look the same. So you're starting to see physical change as well. And, the more you do this type of thing, you'll start to just become one with your new identity and then realize that is flexible as well. You're just always changing, always evolving. It's pretty awesome. So stop asking everybody else for permission, not even physically going up to somebody and saying, hey, can I have permission to do this? Or what do you think about this? I never did that, but it's more like I wouldn't even give myself permission to be proud of myself or just feel okay with what I'm doing because of all these outside voices in my head that aren't even real. And holding on to the old identity, the old version of me, that because I believed it was real, but then I realized it's just a story. It's just something I've been making up. And because I believe it is so real, it becomes real. But what if I believed it was so real that I was able to live my dream life? Would that become real? Like, if I genuinely believed in that, would that become real? And I think I'm getting there. So hopefully you're getting there as well, guys. Check out my most recent video where I talk about how the feeling is the secret to the law of attraction. And this is something that I think could really help you. And I'm probably going to start making more law of attraction content along with spirituality content, just because they go hand in hand. And I'm trying to show my journey of manifestation instead of having to be already there. And then, it's like an imposter syndrome. This is another thing that I guess I could just say I could let go of, or I could jump into a new identity. I don't have to have permission to talk about a topic if I'm not like a multi-millionaire or something. You can manifest small things each day. But anyways, check out that video talking about the feeling is the secret. I love you all. Universal crystals forever.